Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In this video, we will discuss about a Newton's third law of the motion. So in the previous video, we were discuss about the Newton first law of the motion, Newton's second law of the motion. We were derived the mathematical form of the Newton's second law of the motion. So dear student, up till now you have not seen the previous video. See the previous video first and see this video. Right, the description link of the previous video I will put in the description. Right, the link of the previous video I will put in the description. So first of all, see the previous video of this chapter and then see this video. Right, આ ચેપ્ટરના આગળના જે વિડીયો છે એ આગળના વિડીયોની લિંક તમને ડિસ્ક્રિપ્શનમાં મળી જશે. તો પહેલાં આગળના વિડીયો જુઓ અને પછી આ વિડીયો જુઓ તો તમને વધારે ખ્યાલ આવશે. રાઈટ, સો ઇન ધીસ વિડીયો ડિયર સ્ટુડન્ટ we understand about what do you mean by the Newton's third law, what are the examples of the Newton's third law of the motion. So dear student, before starting the Newton's third law, what is the Newton first law? Newton first law states that the when the resultant external force acting on a body is zero, the body maintains its state of the rest or a state of the uniform motion. So when there is no force applied on the body maintains its state. It's a state of a rest or state of the uniform motion. So Newton's give a both the state, rest state and the state of the motion, uniform motion are similar, because in both the case the external force acting on a body is zero. So according to the Newton first law, the force is a physical quantity which can change the state of the body. Right, so Newton first law gives the definition of the force. Right, so force is a fundamental quantity that can change the state of the body from rest to motion and from motion to rest, or we can change the motion of the object. Right, now what is the Newton's second law of the motion? Newton's second law of the motion gives the value of the force. Right, so according to the Newton's second law of the motion, right, the rate of change of momentum is equal to the external force applied on the body, or we can say that the rate of change of momentum is equal to the applied force on the body. Right, similarly from this statement we were derived a mathematical formula of the Newton's second law. What is the mathematical formula of the Newton's second law? F is equal to m into A. So from that also the applied force is equal to the product of mass of the body and the acceleration. Right, so the Newton's second law gives the value of the force, magnitude of the force. Newton first law gives the definition of the force, and Newton's second law gives the definition, Newton's second law gives the magnitude of the force, value of the force. Now we will understand the Newton's third law of motion. So dear student, here Newton's third law of motion gives the origin of the force, how the force is originated. Right, when the force is acting on a body, the force, or what is the origin of the force? The Newton's third law gives the origination of the force. So let us discuss the Newton's third law of the motion. According to the Newton's third law of the motion, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, and they act on the two different bodies. Here, according to the Newton's second law, the force acting on a body is always equal and the opposite. To every action force there is equal and opposite reaction force is there. So the force is always originated on a body, right, on a pair of the body. So when the force is acting on a one body, right, if we considering a two object, when the one object exert the force on the another object, the another object also exert the force on the first object. So the force is originated in a pair, right? So here the to every action, that means the to every action force, right, there is equal and opposite reaction force is there. So here the forces are produced, originated in a pair, right? So when we applying a force in a wall, right, by our hand, we apply a force on a wall, but the wall also force applied a force on us, right? So suppose we apply a force on a wall, right, wall also applies the force on our hand, right? So always to every action there is equal and opposite reaction, and they act on a two different body. Suppose the object A applies the force on a object B, right? So similarly, object B also applies the force on a object A, but in the opposite direction. So dear student, understand the Newton's third law of the motion. Newton's third law of the motion states that to every action there is always equal and opposite reaction. Here the action and reaction are a two different force act on a two different body. Suppose we considering a two bodies A and B, two object A and B. When the object A exert the force on the object B, that is equal to FBA. What do you mean by the FBA? FBA is the force acting on a object B due to object A, and similar amount of the force is exerted on a object A due to object B. So same amount of the force, equal force. So here FBA and FAB are a same in a magnitude, but it is in the opposite direction. So the force are originated in a same in a pair, equal and opposite pair, right? So here the object A applied a force on a object B, that is a FBA, force acting on a B due to force acting on a, and same amount of the force is acting on A due to B, right? So FAB is the force acting on object A due to object B, body A due to body B. So here both the forces are equal in a magnitude. The value of both the forces are same, but it is in the opposite direction. So dear student, according to the Newton's third law of the motion, forces are always originated in a pair, right? FAB and FBA, both the forces having the same magnitude, same value, equal, but in the opposite direction. One force is considered as an action and another force is considered as a reaction. So if you considering a FBA is the action force, there is always opposite reaction force is there, FAB, right? So dear student, understand about Newton's third law of the motion. Newton's third law of the motion state that to every action force there is an equal and opposite reaction force, and the action force and reaction force are act on a two different body. Let us see one another example to prove that the Newton's third law of the motion. So according to this example, take a two spring balance A and B connected together as shown in the figure. As shown in this figure, take a two spring balance A and spring balance B are connected together, right, and fix the spring balance B to the rigid support. So fix this spring balance 2 with the rigid support. Now when a force is applied by pulling the free end of the spring balance A, both the spring balance shows the same reading. So when we applying the force to the first spring balance, free end of the spring balance A, when we pull the spring balance, both the spring balance pull together, right, and the both the spring balance shows the same reading. Here this spring balance A shows the reading of the 100, spring balance B also shows the reading of 100. Now this shows that the force exerted by the spring balance A on B is equal but opposite in the direction to the force exerted by the spring balance B on A. So here both the spring balance gives the same reading. That means that the force exerted by a spring balance A on B is equal and opposite direction to the force exerted by the spring balance B on A. The force exerted by the spring balance A on B is the action force, and the force exerted by the spring balance B on A is called the reaction force. Any one force we consider as a action force and other force we consider as a reaction force. So dear student, understand this example of the Newton's third law of the motion. So let us take a more example to understand the action and the reaction force acting on a object, right? What are the action force? What is the action force? What is the reaction force? That all the things we will discuss with the help of the few example, right? So let us consider the first example of the action and reaction. When a bullet is fired from a gun, it exerts a forward force, that is called the action force, on the bullet by a gun. The force acting on a bullet by a gun, that is called the action force, and due to this the bullet is accelerated in a forward direction. So the forward force acting on a bullet by a gun is called the action force, and the bullet exerts an equal and opposite force on the gun, right? The bullet also exerts the force on the gun, right? Due to this force is called the recoil force on the gun, and this force is considered a reaction force, and due to the gun will be pulled in a backward direction. So when the bullet is fired from a gun, the gun exerts a force on the bullet, that is a forward force. This force is considered as a action force, right? And the same amount of the force is exerted by the bullet on the gun, equal and opposite force, right? That is called the reaction force, and both the force are equal and opposite, right? And due to this the gun recoils in the backward direction due to the recoil force, right? So here the accelerating force on the bullet is considered as a action. Accelerating force on the bullet by a gun is considered as a action force, and due to this action force the bullet is firing in a forward direction, and same amount of the force is exerted on a gun by a bullet, that is called the recoil force on the gun, and this force is considered as a reaction force. So here the action force and reaction force are always equal and in a opposite direction. This is the statement of the Newton's third law, right? Let us consider one another example. When a sailor jumps out of a boat, when a sailor jumps out of a boat, he exerts a backward force of the boat. He exerts the backward force of the boat, that is a action force, right? he applies a backward force. So backward force on the boat by a sailor is called the action force, right? And the boat exerts an equal and opposite force on the sailor, that is a reaction force. So here the action force is a, the sailor jumps out of the boat. The sailor exerts a backward force on the boat. This force is considered as a action force, and reaction force is the boat exerts the force on the sailor, that is a reaction force. And the action force and the reaction force are always equal in a opposite direction, and the sailor jumps in a forward direction. So when the sailor jumps in a forward direction, we consider the this force, reaction force, is also considered as action force. If we considering a action as a sailor jumps in a forward direction, and due to this the force acting on a boat by a sailor in the opposite direction, that is a reaction force. So action force and reaction force we taking anywhere. First action will be force will taken, or then after we consider as a reaction force, or first reaction we consider, then after we consider as a action force. But the action force and the reaction force are always equal and the opposite direction. Understand the second example. Let us see the third example. When a air-filled balloon is released, when a air-filled balloon is released, the force on of the air coming out of the balloon, the force of the air coming out of the balloon is considered as a action force, and due to reaction of this the balloon moves in a upward direction, right? So when a air filled balloon is released, the force of the air coming out of the balloon is considered as a action force, and due to the reaction of the this always equal and opposite force on the balloon, right? So action force and the reaction force are same, and due to the reaction of the air coming out of the balloon moves in a upward direction. Now let us see the one another example. When a rocket is fired, the force of burning gas coming out, right? When the rocket is fired, the force on a hot gas coming out is considered as a action force, and the force on the hot gas coming out, the gas is coming out in a downward direction. So the force of the gas, burning gas coming out, is considered as an action force, and same amount of the force is exerted on the rocket by a burning gas, that is considered as a reaction force. So here the force acting on a hot gas. So dear student, here the force exerted on a hot gas by a rocket is considered as a action force, and this action force is in the downward direction, and same amount of the force, equal force exerted on the rocket by a hot gas is considered as a reaction force, and due to this the rockets move in the upward direction. So dear student, understand the Newton's third law of the motion. What is the Newton's third law of the motion? To every action force there is equal and opposite reaction force, and the action force and the reaction force are act on a two different body. So action force and the reaction force are always equal and in a opposite direction.